Let's see how we can add, merge and remove column, right? So in the last video, we have seen and connected to customers table. As you can see over here into the fields, we have the customers table, D dimension customers. And now we'll see how we can actually merge a column, add a column and remove a column. For this, we have to jump into Power Query. Remember, where we need to transform the data, clean up the data. For this, we need not to go to get data. We can simply go to home and we can simply click on transform data and it will open up this window for us. We need to use this Power Query window, and I'll maximize this by double clicking at the bar over here at the top, and it will maximize itself. And now you can see we have the data with us. And as I mentioned earlier, we have transform tab and add column tab. So we're going to do all the three things: adding a column, merging the column, and how to remove the columns into this clip. Now over here you can see, let's take an example. We have prefix for the customer's name, we have the first name, and we have the last name. What I need to do, I need to create a new column, right, by merging these three columns. And afterwards, when the new column will be removing all the three columns because I don't want them anymore, right? Although the best idea to do this in one way is to simply transform it and merge it. Okay, it will automatically remove all the three and create one. But just to show you that how we can add a new column, I'm doing this exercise for you. Now, before we get into that, it's very important to select them in a right sequence because I need to merge them and I want to keep the prefix as the first one. I'll press Control key on my keyboard and clicking on the first name, and then keep my Control key pressed and clicking on the last name. So in this sequence only, I'll be having the new column with me. That's important to understand. If I choose the first name first and then press Control and click on the prefix and then the last name, it'll join in this way. First name, prefix, last name doesn't make any sense, right? So we have to keep this one selected and then first name, then last name by pressing the Control key throughout. Okay, now how to add a column. So if you see, if I go to transform, right, you will notice under the transform you have the merge column option under the text column. If I'll go to add column, again over here also I have the merge column under the from text option. So both the options are absolutely same. The only thing is that transform will remove the existing column, replace them with a new column, and add column will be creating a new column. Okay, so we need to create a new column because this is what I have discussed earlier. Okay, one more thing, right? So now one more thing, you have to also check out this applied step because the moment we'll do something over here, it will add a step. That's also we need to consider. So we have selected them under the add column. I'm going to click on merge columns over here and it will pop up a box and will ask a couple of things from me. What kind of separator do you need? I need a space in between for short. So I'll click on the drop down and I would say I need a space. And then what name you would like to assign to the new column. It should not be named as merged. Doesn't make any sense. I'll simply put a full name as the name of the new column. I'll click OK and it will be creating a new column without touching these, right? Tampering with these, and every time you're going to add a new column, that will end up at the end of your table, and you can see over here that is the full name column, right? And it has also been detected as a data type as string, and you can see a new step has been added in the name of inserted merged column. So this is how you need to add a new column. Okay, number one. Second thing, just for the sake of information, I would like to add it over here that you will see later on that you will end up having hundreds of applied steps, right? I hope you agree because you may need to do a lot of actions onto this. And suppose you have to perform this merge column couple of times onto your data. Later on, if you want to edit the step, you need to figure out that which one is doing what, because it is just putting these standard names inserted merged column. So I would recommend, it's a best practice that you should keep on renaming the steps so that later on once you'll come to your model, it become easier for you to change or edit anything, right? How you can do it, you can simply right click on the step here, and so I've double clicked by the way by mistake. So I'll right click and I can simply rename it. So suppose I would say merged full name, right? So I've created this as the name of this step so that later on I know, okay, this is actually the right name. Okay, my mistake. So that's the name. This is how you can actually rename the applied step, right? And now I don't want the prefix first name and last name, all these columns. So what I'm going to do, all of them are already selected. I can simply right click and come over here and say remove column, and you will notice it'll again add a new step over here as removed columns. So anytime the data updated, all these steps will get applied and will be end up having the full name instead of those prefix first and last name. So this is how you can add a column, you can remove a column, and you can merge a column. I hope you got the idea. Thank you so much.